Hello, hello. Welcome back again. We are still in Stranglethorn Vale. Got a bit of rest at XP this time though. Had a little bit of a break. I have actually been online for a good 20 minutes before hitting the record button. I was going to jump this guy. Thought he was a pirate. Yeah, I've been trying my best to find a group for RFD. But it's very slim pickings. I haven't been able to recruit anyone. That's not even just, waiting for friends to come around. That's literally just anyone on the server. One thing that was really hamstringing me was that I I was being very selective about who's tanking. I was trying to find a druid tank. Oh, there's a snuff. I was going to attempt the greatest swindle in all of hardcore and tried to form a group where I was the only one that needed the chest if it happened to drop. And through my greed, it has resulted in having no one. At one point, we're getting really lucky with the snuff. At one point or another, I bailed on the idea of a druid tank and just started advertising for anyone for an RFD run, just anyone at all, and didn't get a single bite. No DPS, no tanks, no healers. It's a nothing. Just little old me. So the RFD dream? I don't know. We might have to say goodbye to the RFD dream. We only really have the pirate quest left to do here, Stranglethorn Vale. I always start here, but I guess there's nothing stopping me from starting on the third boat. Unless it's elites in the water or something. So I'll give that a crack, unless the third boat has a higher level enemy, which is possible. Yeah, so pretty devastated. I really did want that chess piece. Would have been a good plate chess piece to have. I think it would have lasted us a very long time. And maybe it's just a poor timing right now. I guess it's pretty late over in the States, so it would be mostly other people from overseas, like other Australians like myself, as well as people just probably have other things to do at the moment. The random dungeon finder is now out in Wrath of the Lich King, and I think there is a lot of crossover between hardcore players and Wrath of the Lich King players. So I think that's another reason why I'm struggling to find anyone. Maybe in a week when the ICC hype dies down a little bit, there might be people around, but I might be out of level range by then. Perfect pool. Let's put a marker on that fellow. I also... let's make sure we're not going to get our asses clapped here. Our cheeks clapped. Wonder if it's worth keeping the other cleanse on my bars. So this is 85 mana. How much is purified? Oh, it's the same cost. Just feels like it's eating a lot of mana when I use that. Just did a big sneeze. Okay. Feeling pretty spicy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not liking the amount of double pulls I'm gonna have to do here. Really reconsidering doing this quest. I'm gonna have a look at the first boat. See if the first boat is any better. And if it isn't, I think we are just gonna stick to doing everything except killing the captain guys. Everything except this quest. Maybe we could come... I mean, it is a level 45 quest, to be fair, and we're 43. Maybe I've made a bit of an error in judgment by even coming here to try this. Yeah, look, it's pretty much the same mobs. I'll see if I can get a Dizzy's Eye or a bit more snuff. We seem to be on a little bit of a roll with the snuff. And then we're going to do some traveling because last episode we did notice this little hotspot here in Feralis. Or Feralis, depending on how you pronounce it. That looks very promising to me. Couple of low-level quests. We just wanted to get closer to 45 before we head to Tanaris. With Tanaris having a lot of 45s, 46, stuff like that. I want to be mid-40s. 43, I think it's a little bit too low. So I guess that's our plan. Try and get a couple of these items and then we'll head off. I also had a bit of a drive-by. Had a look at the Curse of the Tides quest. Did not like the look of it. That was very deep. Very deep in the water. And it was surrounded by other Murloc elites as well, so it wasn't just like I could sneak in, do it, kill one elite and then back off. Like I would have had to... Oh, there's Dizzy's Eye. Excellent. Well, things aren't exactly going how I thought they would, but we are getting lucky with these drops. Can't complain too much. Yeah, that was looking no good. I would not feel comfortable doing that by myself. Even just the depth, like pulling those Murlocs up to kill them at a height that would allow me to get my breath back without some kind of skill that allows me to breathe underwater, there's no way I'd even try it. And then if the Murlocs were ranged, they'd just shoot me as I swim up. I didn't actually check if they were, but I'd seen enough. I'd seen enough to make me think, you know what, yeah, this is not worth the risk by myself. I also did a drive-by of the ogres. Basically, I was trying to reduce the amount of travel I would have to do in this episode, just by having a little look at things first. And I took an ogre on. The thought did cross my mind, if I die to this ogre and I'm not recording, that's going to be pretty disappointing. But I had a crack. I was confident I would be able to escape if things got too spicy. And that is what happened. I think I would have been able to kill it. I found a level 42 one. It wasn't too high. I think I would have been able to kill it if I used everything I had. But I would have had to have killed a whole bunch of those things. So using everything I have to kill one doesn't seem like a good deal. Why is this warlock not... Okay. And now the other succubus is there. That's going to aggro on. Let's put our shadow resist on. And that's far enough. God, even these guys hit really hard. Let's get a resist. That would be lovely. Or just some procs and crits and stuff like that. Curse of Weakness. Physical damage done reduced by 15 for 2 minutes. More snuff. Snuff actually isn't... It really doesn't feel like it's too bad of a drop rate. Yeah, so I've explored a few options. Option number 1 was do the dungeon when that... Oh, my bags are being stupid again. I can't right-click on them. Yeah, when I realised I'm not going to be able to do this dungeon, and I checked out all the elite quests, it's like, oh god, I've only got one quest down here in Stranglethorn Vale then. Well, I guess it's not one quest, it's like, one quest hub. Everything else here is too high. Wonder what the best way to get over here will be. I guess I fly to... Ugh. I guess I fly here. And then run across while avoiding the Horde Town and getting absolutely destroyed. I would very much like to avoid that. Starting to think these might be independent. Casters just hit so hard. I don't think the Succubus actually has any abilities. I should probably prioritize killing the Warlock first. Just thinking, oh, what if it CCs me or does something crazy? Should probably... feel like you should generally kill whatever has the lowest health first. So in this case, 1300 and 400. Makes sense to kill the Imp first. That's going to be some damage eliminated from the equation immediately. Oh, and he's resisted. Resisted my exorcism, that hurts. And he's dodging my auto attack twice. There we go. Luckily for us, this Warlock has decided she's a martial artist. She's just ignoring all of her spells other than a curse, just trying to whack me with her stick. I am down for that. And now she's just realized, oh wait, my spells do way more damage than my stick. Now she's changed her mind. No, you know what? I really do like whacking people with my stick. And this is tough going. Wonder if we can find a spot with a few less warlocks. Reluctant to mount up. I'm trying to conserve mana. You know what? Let's have another squiz at who's online as the druids. While we're killing these guys. So I'm looking specifically in that 40-ish range, and all of those names look familiar. Yeah, there is no one new in that 40-ish range that I could potentially seduce into tanking a run. Time for another drink. Please don't come over here. Ah, oh, yuck. My drink is wasted. Yeah, there are absolutely no new names there. I think I whispered probably around 50, let's say 10. Let's say 10 druids. And majority actually responded, which I was surprised with. My message was along the lines of, if you're interested, reply to me. If you're not interested, don't worry about it and have a good day. And most of them replied, sorry, I'm busy, or sorry, I'm too scared to tank. I think a lot of these druids, like the last dungeon we did, I think that a lot of the druids don't realize how good it is to tank as a druid. Because that guy was really tanky. I think they're worried about threat, but I don't think threat's really an issue. I guess, yeah, look, alright, if I think about it, with the whole hardcore scene, one thing, if I was a tank, one thing I would feel horrible about is if I got someone in my group killed because I couldn't hold threat. So, putting a bit more thought into it, yeah, I understand. I understand where they're coming from. It'd be fine, though. It'd be fine with the professional healer, Negasister. Dashern? Haven't seen that one before. Send the message. Greetings, good sir. Please reply if you have an interest in tanking an RFD run. Pretty sure the last boss is 41, so I don't think 40 is too low. Looks like someone has been already killing the pirates here. Do I perhaps bail on this quest? And I don't mean drop it, I just mean save it for when I come back eventually at a little bit of a higher level to kill those captains. And no response from that other druid, which is what I expected. Yeah, no new names. I know it's a lot to ask. 9 times out of 10, if you're going to find a tank for a dungeon, it's going to be a warrior. And I know, if I was that warrior, I wouldn't want to split my gear with the healer. So I'm trying to find a scenario that's best for everyone. Meanwhile, I just got a message from someone. Do you want to heal Scarlet Monastery? And unfortunately, there is nothing I need in there. Seems like this fellow is in the same boat as me. Is he a guildie? He's not. He's just... yeah, same boat as me. Can't find a healer anywhere. He has resorted to whispering random people. Another snuff. Okay, 5 to go. Wish there was a few easier options than all of the warlocks. I'm very interested to see if that fellow we saw earlier, if they come down and started tagging things. Doesn't look like it, unless they're down at the final camp. Assume you have to just swim across. Oh no, it looks like there's a boat. Like I said in the previous episode, I don't think I've ever been there. This will be a first for me. Doesn't seem like a very long boat trip if there is a ferry or something there. Looks like there might be. I think I've been here farming something for someone. Don't remember what it was. Meat? I want to say it was wyvern meat. Or a new cooking recipe. My brain is just slowly activating all these neurons that haven't been used in years. I'm not sure, but that's what I want to say. I want to say that's why I've been there before, but I don't think I've been to this section. Which would make sense if it's an alliance town. We would have been avoiding that. I think I should be able to pull this as a single pull. Running a bit low on solid sharpening stones too. I thought these would last us a little bit longer. I thought by the time we used all these, I might be on to the next quality of sharpening stone. Where are they? What are they in trade goods? Yes, I'm still on solid sharpening stone. I do have some solid stone though. Maybe I'll make some more. No snuff. Oh, I have a lot of silk. Maybe I should start using these bandages again, since we're running into some mana problems. A little bit less healing, a little bit more usage of the bandages. 900. See, they nearly have the same amount of health. Let's try the different tactic this time and kill the warlock first. It'd be very nice if she just despawned like an actual warlock, but I'd be very surprised if that's the case. Yeah, looks like NPC warlocks don't quite work the same as player warlocks. Kind of cheating if you ask me. Oh, big hit. And let's start using our bandages. How much does it heal? 640. So like a third of our health, maybe? Probably about the same as 2 flasher lights. So we are saving mana by doing that. Losing a bit of cash, but cash isn't something I have a problem with. No mounts to save up for. using the auction house very sparingly. I honestly don't know what I should be putting my gold towards. Probably just trying to get my professions up. I probably want a little bit more health than this if I'm fighting these two. See if I can pull the Warlock without the pet, since I could pull... Okay, yeah, didn't think I could. Ooh, big hit. We need 5 more snuffs. Oh, bad miss. Here we go. Oh, keep forgetting to use my bandages. I do think this will accelerate our leveling ever so slightly. Druid check. No new names. No new names. It's a bit funny because it can only find 50 druids at a time. There's another snuff. Which must make it very difficult to actually find exactly what you want. Maybe if I could make my search a little bit tighter and include like a level group. God, for all I know, it's possible, and I just never knew. But if that was possible, it might be a little bit easier to find a druid. Tempted to see if I can get just a high level one and say, hey, I'll give you a little bit of coin if you come and help me. And that is a health bar that is lower than it should be. So many warlocks. I guess people are coming here and just waiting for the other types to spawn and ignoring the warlocks, and then sooner or later there's nothing but warlocks. Alright, let's go in. Now they resist. Why do these guys resist me so often? The pets. I feel like I miss a lot of exorcisms. I think we're going to need more than a bandage after this one. Might need a proper drink. Drink and a bit of a feed. Alright, well, 2 snuff to go. Let's eat our lovely fine aged cheddar, which I can't click from my bags because my bags are stupid. Nearly gone through all of our rested XP. I don't know what our goal is today. I would love to hit 44, but with the amount of traveling we're going to have to do, that might be aiming a little bit too high. Would be nice though. Would be nice to hit 44, get some new skills, and yeah, would be good. Suppose I could drag her away a little bit, feeling a little nervous. Cowardly Crosby is the 2099th most deadly creature in Azeroth, but he's green. Maybe he's Alliance only. And he's put a couple of Horde characters in the dirt. That's the only thing I can think of. This is even more making me more nervous being here. Wish I could drag this one away a little bit. Oh, no, thought she was going to melee. Oh, I'm very lucky she went that way. And that is our last snuff. So we are leaving behind 2... Cortello's Riddle is 1 quest, 43. But just the amount of double pulls I was going to have to do there. And they're stronger than the guys here. I'm already like... These guys are taking a bit out of me. I don't know if it's my gear. I've got a great weapon. Maybe it's just, yeah, like I've got a few older items still. Who knows? Maybe it's just the class. Maybe it's the fact that I went into Consecrate early on. That's 11 points that could be in the Retribution tree. We could be finished the Retribution tree by now if I hadn't done that. It's actually food for thought because I basically never use Consecrate. So all I'm really missing out on is 15% more judgment damage and Seal of Righteousness and Judgment of Righteousness. I'm not even using Seal of Righteousness. Okay, we need a respec. We 100% need a respec. Having Repentance would be amazing. 6 seconds, though. That is not a long time. I thought Repentance was a pretty decent CC. Either way, even in the protection tree, like getting 3 points into this 3% more hits, that would be great. And yeah, instead of having this, we have this spiritual focus, being able to heal while things hit us. Although I shouldn't have to do that. More useful than something I'm not using.
You found me beautiful eye. Let's see if she still fits. Adventurer ho, blimey, I can see.
He didn't sound very enthusiastic. I don't know about you guys, what you think, but that was a guy that's just coming here to get paid every day and going home and hating his job. That's what I think. Does not enjoy being a pirate. Where is our quest turn in?
You got my attention.
Good show, adventurer. And just before I need to ship out too. Can't thank you enough, old friend.
Old friend, we barely know each other, sir. Alright. Time to catch a boat, catch a flight, and explore a new zone. I will do a respec at 44, I think. So yeah, we would have Vengeance by now. I guess we don't crit that often, but when we do, that would be pretty neat. We would have increased Retribution Aura. I think I have settled on going for that over Sanctity Aura. Oh, there's a quest across there. And then the question will be, do I go back in here? I mean, even with dungeons, maybe it's handy to get 10% more intellect over 10% strength. What's that actually giving me? It's giving me somewhere between 10 and 20 strength, probably. Which isn't that much. Although I guess if you did see an item with 10 strength on it, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a cool upgrade. Basically what I read about it was, unless you're having things live on, 10% of a hit at the end, or you know what I mean, like if things are barely living, then that would push it over to the end. And unless you're saving yourself one melee attack, then there's no point in having it. And I kind of get what they're saying. I like having higher numbers, higher DPS, so that's why I like that skill. Definitely something to think about. Alright, I don't know when this boat's coming, but let's do a little skip. I will see you at the landing point in Feralis. There. Alright, we are back. I just went and fed the cats. Very happy that I'm not dead as I return to the computer. I have no idea how to avoid the Horde town here. I have only ever gone through here, through the Horde town. So I think we're pretty much, we're getting very close to uncharted territory for me in hardcore. I think the final place that I had seen when I stopped playing was Tanaris. So I'd obviously gone to Tanaris before coming here. The road kind of curves back down and it looks like it's ahead of us. Level of these, so these are like low 40s. Just make sure I'm not pulling too much as I run through here. So the town's directly ahead. Oh yeah, I see the buildings. Maybe, do I go north or south? It doesn't look like there's much room in the south. Unless you swim through, surely you don't have to do that. You must have to go, ooh boys. Sorry, not who boys. Who boy, those are some nasty looking enemies. I don't want anything to do with. This place is going to be a real test for me. I can just imagine myself auto-running into the Horde town, getting absolutely obliterated. Let's get a map unlocked so I can get a better look at where I'm going here. You remember this being a quest area? At least on Horde side, I assume it's going to be the same. Might pick up a quest, ruins of something, missing courier, blah blah blah. Wonder how close we've got to get to the town to unlock it on the map. Famous last words. Running from a guard, next minute a wolf dismounts me, and then I'm gone. Gone from this earth, this Azeroth forever. Okay, well, at least... Oh god, I remember these distress beacons. Take the beacon... Oh god, I remember that being a massive pain in the ass to do. Pretty sure it spawns multiple Yetis. You just get jumped by like 3 Yetis at once or something along those lines. I remember it being a very spicy quest. It was not an elite quest, but I remember wanting to group for it. This is not in hardcore, this is back in the day. If I was worried about it in non-hardcore, I'm definitely going to worry about it in hardcore. These more guards? No, they are just Tauren. Oh, the sprites are friendly here. I'm pretty sure the Horde have a quest to kill those sprites. Damn, Horde savages. Can't believe they've done this. There's some more map. Well, that is a big chunk of map. For a slight detour off the road. Oh, this path brings back a lot of memories. This is, of course, as a Horde, you would fly in to Camp Mahache, and you would run this road, take a turn to the north, you'd go into Dire Maul. You'd queue up, and you'd wait for your turn to get buffs. And this road right here, especially this part, would always have Alliance rogues stealthed and waiting. Here as well, they try and distract you as you're running on your mount so that you'd immediately run off the side of the bridge. They'd get you down below. this was a massive hotspot for PvP. If you want to call that kind of griefing PvP, it is technically. It is the type of thing that I don't think is fair to complain about if you roll on a PvP server. You do have to be ready for stuff like that. So I'm not to say I'm pro Care Bear, but just in terms of what you do with your life, I think if you are sitting around 16 hours a day in that spot, stealthed, and just waiting to pick people off, I think, you know, there's probably, and let me add, and gaining nothing from it other than making someone else have a worse day. I think that there's other things in life that you could probably be doing that you would get more enjoyment out of, and other people would get more enjoyment out of. But you know, I've gone off on this tangent before. It is what it is. Everyone has their own ways of finding enjoyment in the game. If that was your way of finding enjoyment in the game, maybe you didn't enjoy doing dungeons and that other kind of stuff. You just liked having a bit of fun, bit of a chuckle at someone else's expense. Then, hey, you know, it's not bannable. It's not against the rules. So, I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so where are we going here? I do remember questing down here and going along here. I remember, I don't know what I was killing, but I was killing something that took forever to find tags. But that was as a horde, so I don't know if there is a boat here. It kind of looks like there might be, but it's a very short trip if it is. I remember there being a quest NPC here. Maybe it's horde only. I think they were goblins. There's nothing here. Oh no, there we go. Yeah. Interesting, it's grey. Is that because I'm too low level, or is it because you'd think a horde NPC wouldn't have... Oh, I see masts moving. There is a boat. Okay, so there is indeed a boat. The boat is here. I was hearing some very strange noises in the house, but it was just someone else in the house making some strange noises. I'm getting really suspicious. I just happened to do another refresh on the druid search. I'm still seeing all of the same names. I'm starting to doubt the legitimacy of this list of druids. It has been over an hour and I'm still getting the same couple of names refreshing over and over again. Surely someone different would pop up eventually. Or one of these guys would stop popping up. I thought that was a turtle shell for a second. Or is this taking us the wrong way? Is this taking us down here? Oh god, this is going to be a big round trip, isn't it? Oh, I want to hop off. I want to hop off, but who knows? Maybe there is... Oh, let's do it. Maybe there's an elite shark. I think I could bubble and swim if there is something. We made it. Well, made it close enough. We're not going to be dead. Ooh, we've got some... Ooh. Ugh. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to fight our way to shore. Camera angle's a little bit hard to play with at the moment. Kill this one. That should give me access to shore. We can run to town. Oh, I mean, if these guys continue to split... Ah, no, now they're going to come together. Rather than pulling both, I'll just kill one. Safe away. It's even following me a little bit. Alrighty. Is that a tree house? No, it's some kind of building. Sure, one of these quests will send us back there. Very interesting zone. Or, you know, like part of a zone. I've never been here before. Something about this reminds me of the Draenei zone. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm totally crazy. It's obviously there's a lot of Night Elf architecture here. The town itself is obviously Night Elf, but something about those trees. I don't know. I'll Google the Draenei starting zone later on and look at it and go, oh my god, that looks nothing like this place. Okay, these are both... 47's a bit high, but we have room, so we'll pick it up. Just talk to someone, yeah.
They have much to tell of what has happened here. Searching through the rubble to the south a few days ago, I discovered what appears to be a normal stave. However, I just can't shake the feeling that there is something more to it. Angelus and I have been poring over our books here, but we can't find a thing about it. I have a colleague in Darnassus that may be able to tell us what this is, adventurer. Why don't you go talk to her and see if she can help us?
Although it is dangerous, Troyus and I have been
Darnassus.
investigating the ruins that cover the forests of Feralis. Lately, though, Troyus has been going on his own to the high wilderness, and I really worry about him. The Gorduni ogres have taken over that area, and they don't take kindly to anyone that enters their territory. I was hoping you might be willing to travel to the ruins to the southeast and clear out some of the ogres. Make it a little safer for my Troyus, and I will be extremely grateful.
An associate of mine, Ginro Hearthkindle, is looking for assistance concerning the location of a courier and the parcels he was carrying. It has been a week or so since the courier went missing. Our own searches have proved fruitless, and we're at an impasse. Unfortunately, I have had to declare the courier as missing in action. If you have the time and resources to spare, please speak with Ginro. He should be here in the stronghold, perhaps in his quarters.
To our south are the ruins of Solarsal. This is an area that far predates modern times. We explored the ruins initially and found nothing of note. As such, we left it in peace. Very recently, the Hatecrest Naga have occupied these ruins in alarming numbers. At first, we considered it as the precursor for an attack. Though that threat is still possible, we believe there might be something else going on.
That is a long way to Darnassus. Oh, man. Oh, that's the really high level one. Yeah, we can do that later. We can do that one later. As you were.
To our south are the ruins of Solarsal. This is an area that far predates modern times. We explored the ruins initially and found nothing of note. As such, we left it in peace. Very recently, the Hatecrest Naga have occupied these ruins in alarming numbers. At first, we considered it as the precursor for an attack. Though that threat is still possible, we believe there might be something else going on. Go there, explore the ruins, and look for anything that stands out to you. Good luck, adventurer.
Latro sent you to me, I presume. While I think it is a lost cause at this point, I'll take whatever assistance you can offer. I must admit, I'll be glad once I can put my mind to rest on this matter. Every day I set out into the wilds of Feralis, looking for signs of Rascal. And every night I've come back with nothing to show for my work save gnome teeth and disappointment. It's been about a week since Rashal, the courier, set out for Thalanar. He knows Feralis well. He's been with us since General Feathermoon led the expeditionary forces here. I know his plan was to take a rowboat down the coast and try and traverse across southern Feralis to avoid the Horde camp. I couldn't find his boat, but maybe you can. Maybe it is hidden, or maybe it was sunk. Regardless, it might hold a clue as to where it is. If you uncover something, please let me know.
This renew is terrible.
On leatherworking is that the work must be the best quality possible. No compromises. Anyone who says that quality doesn't matter is trying to sell you oceanfront property in Dunmoreau. In my latest pursuit of high-quality materials, I have run across thick Yeti hides. The Yeti are native to Feralis, with many found in Feral Scar Vale. I want some, and I'll give
it's
you a
this whole
choice
thing.
of one of my leather goods for a stack of 10. If that sounds fair to you, then we're in business.
Yeah, I don't care about whatever you're giving me. I just want the experience, please. This is a very long disarm. So the thing we're looking for is this entire structure. Don't know what you would call it. What's it going to tell us to do? Return. Well, I mean, I guess that was a pretty easy 2,700 XP. Somehow I feel like the return quest is going to be more like a 200 rather than 2,000 XP. Either way, hopefully it leads on to something else again. I was hoping we'd have a lot to do here and not just have to immediately head back to the mainland. At least the boat ride back is much easier than the boat ride here. Since the boat ride here is like, goes all the way around. Oh, can I parkour up there? Sure I can.
Welcome back, adventurer. Your report on this gazebo is most disturbing. It would seem that even if the Naga there were not planning on an attack, their continued presence bodes ill for our push into Feralis. At any rate,
Ooh, that's
here
what I
is
wanted.
compensation for your investigation. It would seem that Feathermoon Stronghold is in dire need of additional assistance concerning the Hatecrest Naga. I'd like to offer you the task, if you are so inclined. There is much to do. At this point, I am going to direct you to my second, Latronicus. He's been keeping a close eye on the Naga forces to date. I'll assess the general situation here in regards to the Naga. As much as I want to commit a full force to move against them, leaving the stronghold open to direct attack from the Horde, or worse, seems less than optimal. Anyway, Latronicus awaits. Good work thus far, adventurer. Keep it up. You're dismissed.
Excellent, adventurer.
Latronicus.
Attitude from those who I work with. I've been tasked by the General Feathermoon to address the Naga in a direct manner. My plans are twofold. One, we will weaken their forces both in number and in command. And two, we will uncover what they are up to in the ruins. With your help, we'll counter the Naga presence without sacrificing the general security of the stronghold. The best course of action at this point is to assume that regardless of what the Naga are up to, they will eventually move to secure the island for their own. We need to take aggressive steps to counter that threat before it is too late. Bring me 10 Hatecrest scales that are in good condition. It should be obvious to you how to acquire them. You'll cut your teeth on the Naga for the first time, and we'll have a weakened Naga presence on Sardor Isle. Both are prospects that play to our advantage.
Okay, so I just did a quick Google of this quest just to see what the drop rate is like. I don't know why, I had a feeling. There was a feeling deep inside me that this might be a shitty drop rate. And everything I'm reading is that the ones down here have a much higher drop rate than the ones we're currently fighting. So let's kill like 5 to 10 and see what our results are. I think we've killed, what, 2 so far? Yeah. Is it 2 or 3? We've either killed 2 or 3. And we've got 1, so that's not too bad. The ads on the southern area are apparently 44 to 45. So even if this is a little bit of a lower drop rate, it might actually be easier staying here and pumping these lower level ones. Not a fan of the Screamers. Not a fan of the renew they put on themselves. That makes it a lot harder to kill them. I'm not particularly bursty. Oh yeah, we're doing absolutely fine here. Unless we're getting lucky. Doesn't seem like there's much here. Are they in the water? At least one of them is. Oh yeah, these are the ones we had a punch on with as we arrived. Whoops. Oh, very, very happy I killed that. Just typing on my second monitor. Setting up a little bit of fun. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Actually, no, we don't. No, we don't. This is not what we want. Let's put out... Where's my... Oh, I'm silenced. I can't put my seal on. Yeah, the scale drop rate isn't too bad. Looking for another quiz. What I can tell you is that there's quite a few dodgy looking quizzes out there. Oh, there's the renew. Okay. Question 1. I don't know how many questions there are here. I don't even know what the topic is. This thing is not dying. I haven't been watching. Have I just been getting unlucky? Is that my first seal proc? Okay, well then I just immediately got 2 of them. Bags are gonna fill up with clams. This is a very bright page on my second screen. It is blinding me. Very white. Okay, question number 1. Which character wounded Sargeras? Is it A, Illidan, B, Malorn, C, Broxigar, D, Alune? Do you know the answer? I don't think this is... I mean, maybe it's in WoW later on, but this was supposed to be a... Well, I searched for a classic World of Warcraft quiz, and as as usual, seems to be the case that it's just given us something totally different. Either way, Illidan, Malorn, Broxigar, Alune. Pretty sure I know this, and I believe it was from a book. I don't think it was from the game originally. And I believe it's Broxigar. Let's try that. And it's taking a long time. Oh, it doesn't tell me if I was correct. Guess we'll find out at the end. There's another scale. Sorry, I just had to check something. 2. Who was the Supreme Commander of the Alliance forces during the Second War? So this is Warcraft 2. Tides of Darkness, or whatever it was. A. King Dalen Proudmoore. B. General Turalian. C. King Terenas Menethil II. D. Sir Anduin Lothar. So there's a couple of names there. There's a couple of names there. I will say right off the bat, I'm not sure. The Supreme Commander of the Alliance Forces. I want to say it wasn't Jaina's dad. I'm pretty sure that's who Dalen Proudmoore is. I know he was important, but I don't know if he was the Supreme Commander. Turalian, I know he was in Warcraft 2. Was he the Supreme Commander, though? I don't think he was. King Tyrannus Menethil II, that's Arthas's dad. He would have been someone important, but I don't think he was the Supreme Commander. Don't think the king is the commander normally. So I think it's Anduin Lothar. I definitely remember Lothar being in Warcraft 2. But was he the Supreme Commander, or was he just... was he just like one of the guys that is in charge of a section? Man, I'm really not sure here. It could be any one of these. I'm going to go Lothar. That's kind of my gut feeling. I would not be surprised if it isn't Lothar. But that's what I'm going to go with. Hitting next. I wish this would give you the answer immediately, though. Okay. Oh, there are... Alright, I know now there are 20 questions. This is question 3 of 20. Who is the Loa of Treachery? This is definitely not a classic quiz. This is... God, what was that expansion? It's not... is it Warlords of Draenor? It's the one where all the troll guys come around. You could get that big dinosaur mount. This is during the time period of my World of Warcraft career or life that I was really not taking much of an interest in the game. I would play for a little bit when a new expansion came out, but within a month I wasn't playing anymore. I didn't have a guild anymore. My guild had stopped playing, so I'd come on, I'd do the solo quests, get to max level, do an LFR to see what the raid is, and before long I'd drop out and start playing something else, which is honestly pretty good. Pretty good having variety in your life. Even now when I'm doing all this stuff, I like to get some variety, and if all I was doing was playing World of Warcraft, I don't think that would sustain me. So who is the Loa of Treachery? Quetzlun, Gahun, Bwonsamdi, or Dambala? So Bwonsamdi is the one that I remember immediately, and I think he had something to do with death. I don't think he was involved with treachery. Which leaves me with 3 other names that none of them particularly stand out. I don't know. Gahun, Quetzlun, Dambala. I feel like I've heard Dambala before in a troll accent, so I'm just going to go with that. But that is a total shot in the dark. Going good on the scales. I can't believe there are people complaining on in the comments there, saying to go to the South Island if you want to get drops. Unless they've patched it and fixed it up, maybe. I suppose it's possible. Question number 4 of 20. Which boss drops the Cloak of the Fallen Cardinal? And it has a picture accompanying it of Icecrown Citadel. But it's not showing ICC bosses as options, so I'm guessing this is something when Sylvanas became bad and there was like a thing in a... I don't know, I didn't play that far, I'll be honest. So the options are A, that is not a boss drop, B, Scourge Lord Tyrannus, C, Marwyn, D, Edwin Van Cleef. I don't think it's Van Cleef. I don't think it's Van Cleef. Let me just test my memory. Yeah, look, something's telling me very strongly that it's not Van Cleef. So is it Scourgelord, Tyrannus, Marwyn, or that is not a boss drop? I'm going to go that is not a boss drop. Just because I feel like if you were going to put that as an option, you would use it. You wouldn't put that in unless it was actually the answer. So, a bit of psychology there. We won't find out for a long time if I'm right or wrong. We're having trouble finding that site. Oh, but it's actually giving it... So the things bug it up. Oh! I think that means that every question that I've answered so far has been correct. So it hasn't told me anything. But this must be the first one I got wrong. And now it's saying incorrect, and there's a page that isn't loading. But underneath it, it says Scourgelord Tyrannus. Scourgelord Tyrannus is a human Death Knight mounted upon his frost-brewed worm, Rhymefang. Encountered in the Pit of Sauron. The second wing of the Frozen Halls. Damn. I'm going to be doing the Frozen Halls pretty soon, so that's unfortunate. If I did this quiz a little bit later, I might have actually got that. Am I in combat? Okay, never mind. Thought I might have pulled something behind me. Okay, number 5. Which old god corrupted Deathwing? A. Cthulhu. Or Seathun, as I have heard it pronounced before. I cannot support that pronunciation, but I have heard Seathun. B. Yogg-Saron. C. Yeshaj. Or D. Nazoth. Okay, so it's not Cthulhu. Oh, kill him, please. Please kill him, I want to heal myself. That'll be good enough. Okay, it's not Cthulhu, it's not Yogg. So is it Yeshaj or Nazoth? I have definitely heard Nazoth more than I've heard Yeshaj. I'm gonna go Nazoth. But he might just be a thing that comes in later. If I'm wrong here, I won't be terribly upset. Okay, didn't tell me I'm wrong, so I'm going to assume I was right. It was Nazoth. We need one more scale, which is right there. Okay, I thought I looted that. Let's see if we can get out of here without getting ourselves killed. None of these guys have anything like a net, so I should be safe to run through. Okay, question number 6. Which class used to be faction only? This is very easy. A. Paladin, B. Death Knight, C. Druid, D. Priest. It is Paladin, 100%. That's incredibly easy. But I guess if you are a younger player, you might not know that. Portal Prince, level 10, has died. Looking like he will not be able to make any princes. He will not be able to make any portals anytime soon. R.I.P. Portal Prince.
Hello. Yes, these scales are more than satisfactory. Actually, I think I will send these down to Pratt for him to take a look at. Maybe he can craft something useful with them. As for you, I have another mission I want to send you on. But first, here is your bounty for the scales. Your continued service to the General and Feathermoon Stronghold at large is a blessing in the face of adversity. Adventurer, new scouting reports have given us a good idea on the Naga chain of command. Royalty is present amongst their rank and file, and they're the ones calling all the shots. Specifically, we've identified one of the crueler royals as Lord Shalzaru. Scouts report that he himself has uncovered an odd relic during a recent Naga excavation in a cave south of the main ruins, across the water on the Isle of Dread. Put a stop to it by putting a stop to him, and bring me his relic so we can study it.
I will try my best. No promises. If he is surrounded by a whole bunch of other Naga, it's going to be a no. Is a level 45 quest. We are 43. In saying that, we're not looking too bad. We are getting pretty close to 44. My prediction of hopefully getting to 44 this episode is looking pretty good. I would be very shocked if we don't hit 44. The trickier part is going to be figuring out how do I get up there. Do I have to go through the cave, perhaps? against Lord Shalzaru? Shalzaru. Let's check it out. It does look like on the map at least that there's a ridge all the way along and then a cave there, so fingers crossed. There are the 44 to 45 Naga. I just realized as well, for a couple of episodes, I've been calling Naga the fish people that aren't Murlocs. And until this moment, I had never thought of the name Naga, so I'm happy. I'm happy I finally got the name. Gold Vein and Dead Bodies. Order Alliance. Alliance. It is I Love Feet. That is a brilliant name. Here to kill. What's his name? Shalzaru? If the answer's a yes, that'll be an invite. You seem to be in a little bit of trouble there, I Love Feet. Wait. Did she just vanish? Oh, she's right there. True silver, which I'm probably not going to be able to mine. I think she's just taken off. Oh, I thought I had an ally there. That would have made things a lot simpler. Wait, she's right there. Am I being stalked? Not this one. Where's the quest log? Link the quest. Let's see if we get a response. This is looking pretty yucky though. I will say that. This is double pull central here. I am not confident of making it through here. Let's see if we can pull this back a little bit. Is this line of sight? It is. Oh, that's very handy. Very handy indeed. I Love Feet has not replied to me. Oh, I'm getting hammered. Gotta keep my eye on my health here. The Frost Aura can only help me so much, and in fact I did resist that, so that must be the aura kicking in. Come on, I Love Feet, we could do this together. You and me. I think this is going to be the play. We just keep line of sighting to this rock here. Can you shoot me? That's what I like to see. I feel a little bit unsafe continuing the quiz while I'm in here. If I was being a smart man, I probably would come back and do this later. But I am not a smart man. These Frost Resist Aura is actually doing some work. Okay, who is the leader of the Pantheon? Question 7. Agramar, Amanthul, Argus, or Sargeras? Leader of the Pantheon. So it's not Argus, it's not Sargeras. Amanthul or Agramar. So I have heard Amanthul before. Have I heard Agramar before? See, a lot of this stuff is kind of after I stopped playing, or at least I stopped playing as much. So I'm not sure. I'm going to go Amanthul because it's a name I've heard before. It's leaving me in suspense. didn't say anything, so it must have been correct. I'm a genius. Let's get some more damage on her before... No, you're not going anywhere. Oh, we're getting respawns already. I do not like that. And I'm not drinking because my bag is stupid. It looks like a patrol as well. What race is native to Azeroth? Ogres, orcs, dragons, or Draenei? Okay, so it's not Draenei, it's not orcs, and it's not ogres either. It's dragons. Dragons are native to Azeroth. Where's that maybe or maybe not patrol? The gold vein back there. Where's all the mithril at? I don't know why I keep finding true silver and I'm not finding mithril. Okay, this is not happening. I am not doing a triple, potentially quad pull by myself. That is not happening. And he's level 47. This is a level 45 quest. Alright, we're going to have to be very careful of respawns on our way out here. Like that. He just appeared out of thin air. Wow, we basically took no damage there. That was great. Number 9. Who killed Alexandros Mograine? I think I know this one. So it's A. Kel'Thuzad, B. Renault Mograine, C. Arthas, D. Darian Mograine. So I'm pretty sure it's not Kel'Thuzad. Pretty sure it's not Arthas. Which leaves us with the 2 Mograines. I'm going to guess Alexandros Mograine is a father. And this is real foggy. But I feel like Darian Mograine, who is important in the Death Knight questline, I feel like he killed his own father before he snapped out of the Lich King's control. So I'm going to go Darian Mograine here. I'm not totally confident. I'm ready to be... Yeah, it is incorrect. It was Renault Mograine. So Alexander... Oh, that's a lot of text to read. Hang on. Let's fight our way out of here first. I Love Feet is still here. I Love Feet, come on. We could kill this mob if we just put our force, our strength together. Your love for feet, my love of, well, I am Negasister, so I guess my brother. My brotherly love, I love my brother Negasis. I'm gonna link the quest again. Maybe something drops off these and this I Love Feet character is just here farming over and over again. It doesn't look like I'm going to get a response. She is not slowing down. Sorry, I don't group. Yeah, fair enough. I can respect that. Respect, I have replied. I was doing that myself early on. I just don't think I'm going to be back here if I don't do it. I have now made the offer that we could just kill things. Not in a party. Until we get to the right guy and then I get the tag and Bob's your uncle. I'm going to assume it's going to be a no, though, so I will keep making my way out. Lord Shalzaru. Well, it's not really like a challenge. I just do it for myself. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You do it because I was doing the same. Right. I mean, I had asked, what if we go along and just don't party up and still kill things? And the response was, it's not really like a challenge. I just do it for myself. Kind of not really responding to what I said. So maybe a little bit of a communication breakdown there. And I'm not going to push it. Oh, if I could get on that boat. Not going to happen, but if I could. Ooh, maybe a swim across there might be the go. Maybe that's the play. I have no idea if this area of water is dangerous or not. We're going to find out. Dip our toes off the coast here. Hopefully, if there's any elite water creatures, we'll be able to see them far off and run away very quickly. Alright, so Renault Mograine was the answer of the quiz. Alexandros was appointed High Lord, and the Ashbringer was the Order's greatest weapon. However, the blade caught the attention of Kel'Thuzad, striking a deal with Balnazar, who had covertly taken control of the Order by possessing Dathrahan. This is really long. Renault led his father and High Inquisitor Fairbanks to Strathholm, where an army of undead waited for them. Renault fled, and Fairbanks, being the first to fall, was trapped under the pile of undead corpses. Mograine stood alone against the undead, yet managed to destroy all sent at him. In fatigue, Alexandros dropped his blade. Renault returned and killed Mograine with his own sword, corrupting the Ashbringer. Unable to use the blade, Renault left it with his father's corpse. So maybe Renault is the father of Darian? And Alexandros is the grandfather? I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't give you an answer on that one. Oh, I'm not swimming. Let's keep swimming. And looking around. Okay, but either way, that was incorrect. It's my second incorrect answer. Oh, we are getting fatigue. So why am I still getting fatigue? There we go. Well, that's, I guess we've got to go there. Yuck. You know what? Let's skip ahead. Instead of just doing a quiz while swimming for 10 minutes. Let's skip ahead to when I get to land. Ooh. I don't know what was going on there, but I just kept getting fatigue. Okay, we're back. We had to catch the bloody boat to get across. It seemed like everywhere that I went was just giving us fatigue. So had to go all the way back to town, wait for the boat, catch the boat across. We're finally here. Now, this is totally... I have no idea how long we are into the episode now, but probably going to try and get to, at least one of these quests. Well, we're not going to do this 46 one, so 44... Try and kill these ogres. I think Gordani are ogres. Oh, that is very high level. Okay. Alright, we need to actually be looking at what we're doing here. This could be very deadly. Like I was saying, yeah, we'll go and get this missing courier. And then we'll try and kill these ogres, and that should be it. Wish you luck, sir. Wonder if you're a hunter bot. Just here killing elementals over and over. What? Starting to think maybe this wasn't the best idea to come here. I mean, we could take that. We can't take the elementals. That's got to be our priority, is making sure we don't get in combat with these elementals. Quite a distance still. Is that an elemental? Oh, that's an elemental, alright. Very hard to see behind there. Yeah, there he is, sneaking away. Trying to gank the old Negasister. Well, it won't work. This is a very dangerous area. How is this a level 43 quest? This doesn't move to the right. I don't think we can safely get through here. Maybe it's safer if we swim. Then that'll mean we're dismounted. God, it's actually getting worse. They've just made a wall here. A wall of aggro radius that I just can't get through. Where's this guy going? Alright. We take to the water. Is there anything under the surface? Are we going to get in combat as soon as we dismount? Doesn't look like it. Alright, mate. Oh! Yes, there are things under the water. This is very frightening. I do not feel comfortable doing this whatsoever. How is this such a low-level quest? Is that one ahead of us? It is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's get on our mount ASAP. I don't know if I'm going to be able to run through these two, since they're such higher level than me. I've done it. No aggro. And the quest is here. Oh, man. This is really questionable. Return to whatever. I don't care. I'm not even reading it. That was 2,700 XP, so that's a good amount of XP. We are in combat this time. Oh, can we go up here? Is this going to save us? Getting a bad feeling about this path. We're out of combat though, so that's the important thing. I don't think this is a path to safe areas. Man, I think we're going to have to run the gauntlet to get back to safety. Doesn't look like there's a way up there either. Alright, well. Let's cross our fingers that we don't get slowed by a frost attack and dismounted and run down by high-level mobs and elite giants. What a great idea to put a lower-level quest here. That's sending us back to town, which we're not going to do. We're not going right back there immediately. Got to find that hunter we saw. They got to protect us. Oh, it's respawned already. Oh, there's nothing else here. If there's nothing else in the water, we'll be okay. Ooh. Oh God, let's... don't get dismounted. Okay, that looks like a path up. Excellent, alright. Looks like we've made it out in one piece. And we're one and a bit bars off leveling up. And I would be quite happy with... are you kidding me? Is this a dead end? Surely not. Surely not. Ooh, alright, cool. I would not have been happy. That looked very steep. I was not confident we could get out of there. So what are we after here? Warlock, Shamans, and Brutes. And we ignore this escort quest for the Yetis. Yetis are a 46 quest. Even though that was 43, there's probably higher level ones deeper in. Why is it telling me that we've... Oh no, these are the Yeti quests. We need to be over a bit more. Oh, of course, I know the ogres. Yeah, I know these guys. spent much time in this area. I do remember doing those in the old classic days. Basically, we've got so many generations of WoW now. We have original vanilla / retail. We have classic. Then we have Season of Mastery. And then we finally have hardcore at the end. There's probably something in there that I've left off. So much wildlife here. Just want to fight some ogres. Leave me alone, wild creatures. Okay, so we've got to identify what are the rarest ones. What should we be prioritizing as soon as we see them? So there's Maulers here. There's Warlocks here. I do not see any Shamans. And there's no Shamans up north. So Shamans must only be in the south. Therefore, Shamans are the rarest ogre. So we need to be keeping our eye out for Shaman. Wait, we don't need to kill Maulers, we need Brutes. So where are the Brutes? Are the Brutes only in the north? Yeah, okay. Alright, so Brutes are only in the north. Might as well take care of the quote-unquote easy ones first. If they're closer to the road, I would imagine they'd be easier. Might be able to take care of a few Warlocks while we're there. And these creatures moving about, making it quite difficult to go through and not get aggro. Okay, here are all the Brutes. Brutes are not going to be an issue. They're literally everywhere. We've got a Mauler here as well. If there's a Warlock here, I do not see it. I'm going to guess if there's a Warlock, it's probably in, like, surrounding a campfire with, like, 5 other ogres there. Quite happy to kill them as we go south. So let's just get the Brutes out of the way. 7 more to go. Back to the quiz. Question 10. Who was the first Death Knight to be created on Azeroth? I think I know this one. So our options are Arthas Menethil, Gaz Soul Ripper, Terran Gorefiend, Ragnarok Blood Reaver. Okay, so it's not Arthas because he is a lich. I mean, he's maybe this is a trick question. Also, this is a Mauler. We don't need to fight Maulers. Why am I fighting a Mauler? We need... Oh, they're all Maulers. Where are the Brutes? Don't tell me they share a spawn and no one kills the Maulers because you don't need to, therefore there's all Maulers and no Brutes and we have to wait for respawns. That would be terrible. I did see a Warlock. I'm gonna do a little loop here, see if we can get around the outside. Run the gauntlet through all the wildlife again, unfortunately. Oh, God. If we get dismounted here, we're in a bit of trouble. Yeah, okay, we've got enough of a lead now. I'm feeling a bit safer. Yeah, so look, it could be Arthas. Arthas technically was the first Death Knight in Warcraft 3. Or was he? Because there were Death Knights in Warcraft 2 as well. I don't think it is Arthas. It's not Arthas. If it's Arthas, I will be very surprised. We've got some Brutes here. Okay, Gaz Soul Ripper. Never heard of you. Sorry, Gaz. I'm sure you're a great guy, but I don't think it's you. Ragnarok Blood Reaver. Again, very cool sounding name, but I don't think it's you. I think it's Terran Gorefiend. Let's lock it in, see what happens. It's either him or Arthas. Waiting, I'm waiting. No response. No response equals correct. Question 11. Which tribe is Zul'jin from? The Drakari tribe, the Zandalari, the Gurubashi, or the Amani? Zul'jin, who becomes the war chief of the Horde for a period of time. Bit of a transitional war chief, if I do say so myself, between Thrall and Sylvanas. We all know how well Sylvanas did when she became the boss. So the Amani's Zulaman, and I don't think it's that. The Gurubashi, is that Zul'Gurub? It must be, right? He's not from Zul'Gurub. So is it the Zandalari or the Drakari? I'm going to say Drakari. I feel like Zandalari are also naughty. Drakari, you're locked in by process of elimination. I don't remember fighting Drakari trolls. It is incorrect. He's an Amani troll. Zul'jin was a warlord of the Amani forest trolls and had been chieftain of the Amani tribe since before the Second War. Zul'jin and the Amani tribe were allied with the Orcish horde for the duration of the Second War, but Zul'jin himself was captured near its end by the Alliance. Upon gaining his freedom, he went into hiding to rebuild his army and plan an attack on the remnants of the High Elves, now known as Blood Elves, only to find them allied with the Horde. Where are the other brutes? There's one. We're gonna have to kill a couple to get to him. Well, there you go. I guess, Red Kangaroo dead, level 26, to a Mogrosh Brute. Bad luck, buddy. Yeah, I guess there's... Yeah. I was wrong. He's from a different, troll people. It's close, though. It was close. Wonder who the ones were that I thought about then. Let's see, we have Shadowbolt and Shrink. Let's put our shadow resistance on. It's a good start. Oh yeah, were you gonna help me back up? Or are you just gonna stand there? You're just gonna stand there, huh? Oh, there's our next brute. There'll be two after that we need. There's the next one. We might be one short here, which would be very typical. I think we're going to have to wait for a... Oh no, there's one. Okay, so we have the 8 that we need. As long as no one else comes along and snags them, we'll be able to finish this. Who created the Sunwell? Let's... You know what, I'm just going to have a mana pot. There you go. Huh. No one tells me what to do. Who created the Sunwell? Is it Kil'jaeden, Aegwynn, Dathramar Sunstrider, or Kael'thas Sunstrider? The Sunwell. I'll be honest. The person I thought it was going to be is not on here. So Kil'jaeden comes out of the Sunwell. I don't think he created it. Kael'thas as well. I don't think we really hear about Kael'thas until Warcraft 3, unless they put him into the story retroactively. So I don't think it's Kael, which leaves us with Dathramar and Aegwynn. Aegwynn was the Guardian, so that would have been possible. But the Sunwell's got elf, that's in the elf area, which would have been the elves live a very long time. There is a brute there that... Oh, is that the one I saw before? It's a patrolling brute. That's going to be very tricky to pull. I'm going to assume he comes back. And in the meantime, I'm going to kick this warlock's ass. And then hopefully pick up the brute on his way back. So yeah, it could be Aegwynn, but just the fact that the Sunwell is an elf thing. Elves have been around a long time, probably before she was around. I'm going to say Dathramar. He's got a cool name too. People with cool names usually do cool things. Ooh, I am a little bit low on mana. Can't put my seal back on. There we go. Deathramar, lock it in. I could be wrong. Not feeling particularly confident. Edbert has died, level 12, Stone Splitter Scout. Come on, level 12, mate. You can do better than that. Watching my health very closely. And we're okay. I am going to trust some natural regeneration. And let's go back to where the shaman are. Warlocks seem to be in both spots. Oh god, am I not going to make this? I get a little bit of airtime as I go off the end there. Ugh. I don't want to run through the... Oh boy, there's a lot more here than I thought. Let's just purposely go through you. That was silly. That was very silly. I shouldn't have done that. I just didn't want to go the long way around again. That is what gets people killed in hardcore. Not having the patience. Really surprised I didn't aggro that gorilla. Don't want to aggro the bear. And we're okay. Who is the Dragon Queen of the Red Dragon Flight? I 100% know this one. I feel like this is comparatively easy compared to some of the others. Plenty of warlocks here. I might just grab these warlocks when I do see them by themselves. Even though I might have to kill a few to get to the shamans later on. Or Dunny Shaman. Okay, the only shaman in the area is dead. This is definitely going to be our last quest, because it's going to ding us. Let's cross our fingers. Oh, there's someone else here killing them, that's why. There's a shaman. Wonder what quest he's on. He's fighting the Battle Master. Must be the one after this. Oh, no, you're not healing. Gonna start using some bandages as well, try and conserve our mana a little bit. I have missed a lot. I went 10 seconds without landing a hit, so our seal is gone. Gross. We need that ding. We need that ding to level the playing field here. Be that one level closer. Who is the Dragon Queen, the Red Dragon Flight? Tyrannostraz, Alexstrasza, Corielstraz, Nosdormu. I do know this one. There's a shaman. It is Alexstrasza. Lock it in, Eddie. If you're not from Australia, Eddie was the host of our version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So lock it in, whoever is your millionaire guy, to apply the joke. Question 14 of 20. How many times did Sylvanas die? I don't know. Moving on. Haha, I'm just joking. Oh, Mage Lord, okay. So we're already into the spot where we're not getting Shaman anymore. How many times did she die? 3, 2, 4, or 1? The number 3 stands out in my head. Did she do 3 and then do like a 4th one for redemption? All I know is she got redemption. I saw something on YouTube. I wasn't playing the game. She was naughty. It turned out it was all this big bad man's fault. This big bald man who's works in a prison. I'll go with 3. It could be 4. Well, it could be any of them. I am not confident. I got it right, apparently. Didn't tell me I was wrong. Oh, there are no more shaman. Says they are further up as well. So we'll roll the dice here. Can always come back. Can't mount here. Okay. There is a shaman somewhere. Get out of the way, Battlemaster. Well, if these are both patrolling and I miss this, that will be very unfortunate. The tricky thing with these guys, because they're so huge, it makes you feel like you're closer to them than you actually are. So I was nowhere near that guy, but when I was running past, it felt like I was right next to him. Because I was basing my distance off his player size. Question 15 of 20. As soon as I kill this. Who led the Kaldorei resistance during the War of the Ancients? Okay. So, I've seen a little bit on stuff like the War of the Ancients. I've seen a little bit. Watched a video or two. I did take an interest in the lore. But it was a long time ago that I was looking at that kind of stuff. Our options are, who led the Kaldorei resistance during the War of the Ancients? Malfurion Stormrage, Jared's Shadow Song, Kurtalos Ravencrest, or Desdel Stareye? No more Shaman. Seems like they can spawn over here, so we'll keep going. I mean, it says Warlocks can spawn over here as well, and I'm not seeing any Warlocks. Maybe Questies telling a few fibs again. I reckon we might go back towards the start and cross our fingers for some respawns. And if there are no respawns, we'll just kill some Warlocks in the meantime. Don't know if we'll be able to dodge this big fella this time. No, we won't. We'll walk you down as I go, though. Don't have might on. Look, I don't think it's Jared's Shadow Song. I have heard that name before. I don't know who Kurtalos Ravencrest is. And I don't know who Desdel Stareye is. So, the real easy answer here is Malfurion Stormrage. We know he's an important person. Was he the leading at that time, though? He might not have been. Maybe it was the War of the Ancients that put him into a position of power. Either way, I don't know, so let's just go Malfurion. Just a guess, that one. An educated guess. Will not be shocked if it's wrong. It is incorrect. It was Kurtalos Ravencrest, so I definitely wouldn't have gotten that one. Waiting for this guy to die. Still no shamans in the area. What do we need? 4 more warlocks, 3 more shaman. Oh, there's a shaman. And there's another one. So we are getting some respawns. That's cool. Alright, so the Night Elf people, aware of the attacks from these strange creatures, were rallied by a noble who had not joined with Ashara due to being a respawn. This guy's not even dead yet, and this respawned on his spot. So if I just vanished or something here, if I stopped combat, would he run back there and they'd just be on top of each other? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Oh, ding, the timing. Perfect timing. Grats me. 44 achieved. I don't even know if we're at the halfway point yet. Obviously it gets harder the higher you go. The journey to 60 is looking very tough and long. Alright, anyway, yeah, Lord Ravencrest, believing that the Queen had been taken captive by Xavius, rallied his people. Priestess of Elune, Tirana Whisperwind was with him, Illidan Stormrage, young Reckless Mage, Malfurion, and eccentric young Night Elf. Okay, so yeah, they weren't big time yet at that time. And another shaman just respawned. We've found the hyper spawn point. This is the last one we need, so that's perfect timing. I wouldn't say perfect timing. It could have given me like an extra 5 or 10 seconds there, just to catch my breath. And hopefully it's not too hard to find these warlocks. Question 16 of 20. Which boss at the start of the battle yells out, "New toys for me? I promise I won't break them." Very sad he got that heal off. That is the downside of... Ooh, what's going on? Where are they all coming from? Okay, first things first. So let's drop aggro. Oh, there's another one. Don't you dare. There we go. Alright, we're safe. Well, we are in the thick of respawn territory here. If this was a cave, I'd be done. That's a cave respawn rates of, you know, like when you're in there with 50 other people in the cave and suddenly all 50 people are gone and you're dead. Did we finish the shaman? Wait, where's the shaman gone now? Shaman, 8 of 8. Yes, we are. So let's just kill warlocks now. New toys for me. I promise I won't break them this time. Your options are A, Mimeron, B, XT002 Deconstructor, C, the Black Knight, D, Professor Putricide. Gonna set up a new target for Dunny Warlock. Okay, I need to make that a little bit longer. Warlock, not just war. And there are no warlocks alive in the vicinity. Questy lies, man. Questy lies. Okay, so I know the answer, or at least I'm pretty confident I know the answer to this. Where's... Oh my god, why is that so hard to get up? Where did that go? I don't know where the skull was. I'm going to assume I just got a little bit too far away and it's up here. It is. Okay. 3 mobs to go, and then we are done for the day. Oh, we're going to get a double pull here, aren't we? Come away? Yes. Yes, yes. Follow me. It's not Memoron, it's not the Black Knight, it is not Professor Putricide, it's XT. God, I am living life dangerously here. Can't believe I didn't get a second pull there. There's another Warlock. Second last one we need. This looks like a patrol that I will happily let go by. Just peacefully. Don't want any trouble, sir. I'm only here to murder your friends, not you. Yeah, XT. I thought I hit next. It's still sitting there. This is a very slow-loading website, I must say. Didn't say anything, so I assume it's correct. Oh, it's right there. That's going to be hard to get a single pull. Just need him to try and take one swing at us. No? Be like that, huh? There we go. Alright, well that was half a step forward. Better than no steps forward. Here we go. Right, I feel safe now. So question 17. Which elemental lord rejected the offer of the old gods? Alakir, Neptulon, Ragnaros, Pyroth. I don't know the answer to this. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, that is how Australians say no. I mean, I kind of want to say Ragnaros. He was doing his own thing, right? With the dragons and stuff. With what's his name? Deathwing's son. I have no idea if it's Alakia, Neptulon, or Pyroth. Yeah, look, I don't know. Let's just go Rag. There's even a picture of Rag on there, which is either a massive hint or a massive red herring. It is incorrect. It was Neptulon. Neptulon the Tidehunter is an elemental lord of water. Blah, blah, blah. Unlike the last quiz that we just didn't finish, I'll just try and power this down. We are done. I want to skip ahead to here, but while I'm running, I might as well get the last 2 questions here. Or 3 questions. This is 18 of 20. Which battle ended the Second War? We probably want to get up on the road so that... It was very dangerous going down that way. I don't want to do that again. Which battle ended the Second War? The Siege of Lordaeron, Assault on Blackrock Spire, Battle of Grim Batol, or the Battle at Crestfall? So it ain't the Siege of Lordaeron. Assault on Blackrock Spire. The Second War. The Horde won the First War, they lost the Second War. Blackrock Spire is where the Orcs went after they were beaten, wasn't it? So I don't think it's that. Battle of Grim Batol, that's where the dragons are. The Battle of Crestfall, I don't know what that is. So maybe that's it. Gonna go Crestfall, because I want to finish this up pretty quickly. Could be Grim Batol. It sounds like that could be it. I don't think it's the other two. I feel like the majority of these questions, they have 2... Oh, God. It was Assault on Blackrock Spire. It was. Assault on Blackrock Spire was the pivotal battle of the Second War, when the forces of the Alliance scored a major victory that culminated in the capture of the Orc war chief Orgrim Doomhammer, smashed the fighting elite of the Horde's army, and ultimately ensured their victory at the Dark Portal. The battle was not without its price, as thousands of Alliance's best troops died at the slopes of the mountain, including Sir Anduin Lothar, Regent Lord of Azeroth and Supreme Commander of the Alliance. Well, if we got that question earlier, we would have known the answer to that. Wait a sec. We had to jump off this boat, didn't we? I think we've got to swim here. God, how annoying. Lucky we have something to keep us busy while we're swimming. And I will keep an eye on, see if fatigue suddenly appears. Okay, 19 to 20, let's go. Waiting for the website to load. Question 19, who killed Malorn? Malorn was the elk, the deer god of nature. Was it Archimond, Grom Hellscream, Sargeras, or Kil'jaeden? I want to say Grom Hellscream, and I want to say... No. Didn't he kill, the other fella? Grom killed the other, guy that's... Oh, God, what's his name? He's another important Night Elf guy in Warcraft 3, so it's not him. Malorn. I think... Did this happen in Cata? Malorn, or did it happen a long time ago? It's not Sargeras. Kil'jaeden was normally in the background, so I'm gonna... I think it's Archimond or Grom. Let's go Archimond. If it's Grom, then I'll be like, oh damn, I should have trusted my gut. Okay, I think that was correct. This is the last question. Which race is the oldest? The Night Elves, the Trolls, the High Elves, or the Sanlane? What is a Sanlane? Well, I know 3 of them. I know that the Trolls came from the Night Elves, and I know that the High Elves came from the Night Elves. The High Elves were Night Elves that got addicted to magic, right? Or is it the other way around? Night Elves aren't addicted, but... I'm going to say Night Elves. I don't know what a Sanlane is, so let's lock it in. The final question of this riveting swimming footage at the end of the episode. Incorrect. Trolls! Trolls are a diverse, sapient race that can be found in every part of Azeroth. They are one of the world's oldest known native races. Trolls are divided, blah, 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 blah. I thought trolls came from Night Elves that were, like, Did night elves come from trolls then? I'm going to Google this. Did night elves come from trolls? Yes, night elves are descendants from trolls. So I knew what it was, I just got it around the wrong way. I knew they were related. So trolls,
I am
wow,
very
there you
grateful
go.
you were able to do this for me. Now please don't mention a word to Troyus about this.
I won't. Don't know who he is.
Interesting. I believe that this is Rashal's knife. You say you found it
Feather
at the
moons.
bottom of the
Oh,
water,
okay, alright.
along with his boat. Well, just the knife's discovery might not be enough to connect this to Rashal's disappearance. We do, however, have an unconventional option available to us to try and learn more. Have you ever heard of psychometry? The Stronghold's resident druid, Quintus Jonespire, has some unusual skills. One of them involves
Is he?
psychometry, the ability to reveal an item's history by touch. Don't ask me how he does it. I chalk it up to magic I do not and choose not to understand. I do know, however, two things. One, I've seen it work, and two, the bum owes me. Take the knife
bum owes me.
in his little treehouse here, and tell him for me that his Kalimdor Hold'em debt will be paid if he works his mojo on that knife. Thank you, adventurer. While psychometry isn't an exact art by any stretch of
He's
the
not looking well.
imagination, I've used it in times past to give insight into situations that others
Okay,
have chalked
now we're
up to
going
lost
back.
causes. I think using it on the knife you've uncovered will give us a glimpse into what happened to Rashal.
Sure, we didn't need to bubble there, but thought I'd be safe.
But it isn't what I'd call a caster-friendly task. Bear with me on this. I'm a little wobbly still, sorry. Anyway, I received some useful visions. Rashal takes 2 large leather backpacks from his boat and goes inland. He returns to the boat, however. I see Knoll's
Search the Woodpaw Knoll camps.
Woodpaw, I think they're called. He's very worried, almost terrified about something. So much so that he is not paying attention to water elementals forming behind him.
Okay, thank you for that. We will take care of that another time. We also had a quest in Teldrassil here that we might as well fly and take care of. That'll be it for today. I have no idea how long this episode is. It might be over length, it might be under length. In fact, no, there's no way it isn't over length. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the leveling process. We're 44. We gave up on our dream of finding a druid that would tank for us. And, well, there's new names, but yeah, it's too late now. Thanks for watching. See ya next episode.